So after 4 days in Sydney, I had an easy morning, then got on my plane after getting terribly lost trying to get to the airport. But got on my plane and for the first time experienced getting on a plane through literally a back door, a door behind all of the other seats. But I'll talk about that more in the video. But getting on a plane, landing in Cairns, which was a 3-hour flight from Sydney, and literally feeling like I stepped into a whole different place. It went from feeling like wintertime being very cool to feeling like I was in the tropical rainforest and sounding like I was in the tropical rainforest. It was beautiful. So stay tuned to see what that day was all about. So I decided to do breakfast in my room or in-room dining on this last day because I just wanted a slow morning. My flight wasn't until 3 p.m. so I said let me sleep in, which I don't think I did. I was getting up early every morning. But I had breakfast, had my tea, as you can see. I packed my clothes and then realized that I needed a larger suitcase because I packed really tight. If you saw my first video, you saw how I packed. And so I needed something for the souvenirs. So this was me making my way to Kmart. I rode the light rails and of course I used Google to help me. And one thing I love about using Google Maps is that I can still listen to music. So as I was walking around the city, usually during the day, at night I wanted to be a little bit more focused, so I didn't have music playing. But in the morning, during the day, I would have my music playing as I'm just taking my time navigating through the city. So I made my way to Kmart, found a nice large duffel bag, made my way back to my hotel after that, repacked my things so that I would have enough room for my souvenirs and so that I could separate my clean clothes from my dirty clothes. Did all of that, and then I started my trip to Cairns, which started with a very interesting route in me trying to find the airport. So I did a lot of talking in these videos, so I'm just gonna put on some music and then let the videos play of me in the real time. Of course not real time now, but real time then of literally me getting lost trying to go to the airport. What should have been a 15-minute trip, I think, ended up being over 30 minutes, and it got to the place where I just called an Uber so that I could get to the airport. So I'm definitely a little lost right now, trying to get to the airport for my domestic flight. The guy told me to get on number 6. So we'll see. I gave myself a lot of time though, so my flight doesn't leave until 3 something, and I think it's only 11:30 something. I got good time. So I am really lost, even though my flight isn't for another 3 hours, almost 4 hours. I'm just gonna get off the plane and take Uber. I can't risk missing a flight. So I don't know what the guy at the other station was talking about, but either this wasn't the right street or I just didn't ride long enough. But either way, I'm about to take not a it's called which it only took me about 15 minutes to get to the airport.
The next train to arrive on platform 4 does not stop at this platform.
So I made it to the airport, got some swimmer's ear, opened my Kindle to read Don Staley's book. This flight, they did not play about weight limits, so I weighed my bag. And then it was time to board. 1 through 15 got on the front of the plane. 16 through the end got on the back. I was on the back. And then I arrived in Cairns. Hi, welcome. And I'm especially, I made it to the second destination, Cairns, I think it's pronounced, Cairns. And I'm already fascinated, and I have to learn more about the geography of Australia because it's wintertime here on this side of the world, and it was pretty cool in Sydney, like low 70s, some days even hitting 50s. Like I had to have my jacket on and my hat, and ended up buying a scarf one day. And the sun didn't set until about 7 or later. But here I am in Cairns, which is about a 3-hour drive from Sydney. It's already dark, as you can see. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. And the temperature, it's much warmer. Like, I have on this sweatshirt, and I could definitely go for a t-shirt and some shorts. And I was looking at the weather for the days to come, and it's supposed to be high 70s and 80s. So that's crazy. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'll learn more about the geography of Australia, so I'll understand a little bit better about how the 3-hour drive from southern Australia up more towards the north, still on the east coast though, how there's such a drastic change. Interesting. Fascinating. If you didn't watch my accommodations video, go back and watch that. This hotel was beautiful. I checked in and then immediately went back out because I saw this Ferris wheel, and I got on and just enjoyed the view. I have to do this again during the day, but I was just so excited when I saw it from my hotel window, which this is my hotel right here, I think. Yeah, that's my hotel. Overlooking the beach, so I'm excited about that. And a really good view. That's a swimming pool down there. But just a really good view of everything. So here is to 3 days in Cairns, I think it's called. Anyway, I'll be back later. So yeah, I enjoyed the Ferris wheel, took a few pictures, got out, and just decided to walk because again, everything was just so beautiful. The temperature was perfect. It was just like being in a city somewhere that clearly expects a lot of tourists. And so a lot of things were going on. You had live music, you had a lot of food options. I ended up grabbing a pizza and something to drink, going back up to my hotel, prepping a bed, and going to sleep because I had some pretty exciting things planned for the days to come, which those will be in my future videos. So finish watching this one and then be ready for the next video to come.